Did you know that one of the boldest heists in American history remains unsolved to this day? Imagine a man hijacking a plane, calmly demanding $200,000, equivalent to over $1.4 million today, and then vanishing without a trace. Who was he? And how did he pull off such a daring crime? On November 24, 1971, a man using the alias Dan Cooper boarded Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. What happened next would baffle investigators and capture the public's imagination for decades. Despite the extensive investigations and countless theories, Cooper's true identity and ultimate fate are still unknown. Join us as we dive into the mystery of D.B. Cooper, a tale of audacity, precision, and enduring intrigue. Welcome to Chrono Guardian. If you love exploring history's greatest mysteries, make sure to like, subscribe, and journey with us into this fascinating case. On the afternoon of November 24th, 1971, a man carrying a briefcase approached the ticket counter at Portland International Airport. He purchased a one-way ticket to Seattle on Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. He gave the name Dan Cooper, a name that would soon be etched into the annals of mystery. Cooper, described as a quiet man in his mid-40s, wearing a business suit, black tie, and sunglasses, boarded the Boeing 727 and took seat 18C. As the plane took off with 36 passengers and 6 crew members on board, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Shortly after takeoff, Cooper handed a note to a flight attendant. At first, she assumed it was just another man trying to slip her his phone number. But what she read next changed everything. The note revealed that Cooper had a bomb in his briefcase and demanded $200,000 in cash, equivalent to over $1.4 million today, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck ready in Seattle for refueling. Calmly, Cooper opened his briefcase, showing her a glimpse of wires and red sticks, convincing her that the threat was real. The flight crew informed air traffic control, and the authorities quickly arranged to meet Cooper's demands. As the plane circled the skies above Seattle to buy time, passengers were unaware of the drama unfolding. The flight attendant returned to Cooper, who dictated his specific instructions. The plane was to remain airborne until his ransom was ready. The authorities on the ground scrambled to meet his demands, preparing the cash and parachutes while passengers sat in blissful ignorance of the heist in progress. After hours of tense negotiation and circling above Seattle, Flight 305 finally landed at Seattle-Tacoma Airport. As per Cooper's instructions, the plane was taxied to a remote area of the tarmac. The ransom money, bundled in $20 bills totaling $200,000, along with 4 parachutes, was brought aboard. Cooper allowed all 36 passengers and 2 flight attendants to disembark, keeping only the pilot, co-pilot, a flight engineer, and a single flight attendant on board. With his demands met, he provided precise instructions for the next leg of his plan. The plane was to take off again, heading towards Mexico City, flying at a low altitude of 10,000 feet and at a reduced speed of around 200 knots. He insisted the landing gear remain deployed and the cabin remain unpressurized. Clearly, Cooper knew what he was doing. Around 8 p.m., under the cover of darkness, Flight 305 took off once more, heading south. But Cooper had no intention of reaching Mexico. Somewhere over the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, between Seattle and Reno, he made his move. With the crew confined to the cockpit, Cooper opened the rear stairs of the Boeing 727, a unique feature of this model, and leapt into the freezing night. Parachuting into the dark, stormy sky, he disappeared into the wilderness below. The crew landed the plane safely in Reno, but Cooper, along with the ransom money, was gone. The FBI launched one of the most extensive manhunts in American history. Law enforcement agencies scoured the forests of the Pacific Northwest, but despite their efforts, they found no trace of D.B. Cooper, nor the money he had taken with him. Investigators had little to go on. No fingerprints, no personal identification, and only vague descriptions from the crew and passengers. They did, however, have the $20 bills from the ransom, each with recorded serial numbers, allowing them to track any of the stolen money if it ever surfaced. The search area was vast and challenging. Thick forests, rugged terrain, and unpredictable weather made it almost impossible to pinpoint where Cooper might have landed. Despite this, the FBI persisted, interviewing hundreds of suspects, following countless leads, and even offering rewards for information. Years passed with no significant breakthroughs until 1980, when an 8-year-old boy discovered decayed bundles of cash along the banks of the Columbia River near Vancouver, Washington. The bills, totaling $5,800, matched the serial numbers from the ransom money, reigniting interest in the case. But this discovery only deepened the mystery. How did the money end up there, miles from Cooper's presumed jump zone? Theories abounded. Did Cooper perish in the wilderness, or did he survive the jump and hide the money? Some believed the found cash was just a diversion, planted to mislead investigators. Despite numerous suspects over the years, no one was ever definitively linked to the crime, and the FBI officially closed the case in 2016, marking it as unsolved. The D.B. Cooper case quickly became a cultural phenomenon, captivating the public's imagination and inspiring countless books, documentaries, and even movies. The mysterious hijacker who vanished without a trace left behind more questions than answers, fueling endless speculation and theories. One of the most popular theories is that Cooper was an experienced skydiver or military paratrooper. His knowledge of the aircraft and parachuting indicated a level of expertise. Yet experts argued that the jump into a stormy night, over dense forest, with poor visibility and no clear landing spot, was near suicidal. Could Cooper have survived such a daring leap? Others believed he might have perished in the wilderness, his body never found due to the remote and unforgiving terrain. However, no remains, personal effects, or significant traces were ever uncovered, apart from the small cache of money. Then there were the suspects, men like Richard Floyd McCoy, who pulled off a similar skyjacking months later, and Robert Rackstraw, a Vietnam veteran with a suspicious past. Despite intensive scrutiny, none of these suspects were conclusively proven to be D.B. Cooper. The mystery of D.B. Cooper endures because it defies resolution. Was he a cunning mastermind who pulled off the perfect crime, or a desperate man who met an unknown fate? The case remains one of the most intriguing chapters in American crime history, a legend that continues to fascinate and perplex. The case continues to inspire and intrigue, a testament to the enduring allure of the unsolved. It leaves us questioning the possibilities and marveling at the audacity of one man who vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a legend. thank you for joining us on this journey through the mystery of D.B. Cooper. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Chrono Guardian for more stories of history's greatest mysteries and daring heists. And don't forget to share your own theories about D.B. Cooper in the comments below. Who do you think he was, and what happened to him?